Hi, I'm Matt. I'm in the neonatal unit at Flinders Hospital. This is where I was born. And this personal project tells how I was born 8 weeks early. My parents had been married for a couple of years when they found out they were having a baby. That baby was me. Everything was going okay until partway through the pregnancy something went wrong.
And I was 32 weeks pregnant, so I was about 8 weeks to go, and something went wrong. I'd been very tired and I woke up from a nap and something was definitely wrong. So Jarrod rushed me down to the hospital and the doctors said that it was placental abruption.
Placental abruption is very serious and puts the life of both mother and child at risk. Here is Charmaine Peters, a neonatal expert, to explain.
The placenta is like a big liver type organ that's attached to mum's uterus on the inside, and that the placenta has the baby's umbilical cord attached to it and then attached to the baby. So what happens, that placenta's necessary for all the baby's nutrition and oxygen. Placental abruption is when the placenta starts to come away, and of course what that means is that the baby could be compromised. Not only is it perhaps having interference with its nutrition, but more importantly it's having interference with the oxygen supply.
This was a very scary and stressful time, not only for my mum but for my dad as well.
I got a phone call. Mum had woken up and wasn't well. She was having pain, she was having bleeding, and we needed to rush her to the hospital. So I raced back to my car and came home and got her. We got to the hospital as quick as we could. A few red lights we ran through on the way. Then we went in and it was pretty scary. I didn't know what was going on, and I think the worst part for me was that I felt helpless, that there was nothing that I could do to be useful at all.
Once Dad got Mum to the hospital, the doctors set to work trying to save me and my mum.
They had to take me in for an emergency caesarean. They put baby monitors on the belly to see what was happening and just to check things, and then they took me in for a caesarean. My blood pressure was playing up, so I had to be completely unconscious, and I woke up and I had a baby. I had this beautiful little baby. It was a boy. We called him Matthew. He was 3 pounds 13 when he was born, or 1.725 kilos. He was very little.
I was so small that I couldn't feed properly and had some trouble breathing on my own.
Started off in the intensive care side in an incubator to keep you all nice and warm. Because you were born early, other factors come into consideration. You're not big enough and well enough to eat on your own yet, because you would have been tube fed with a Gavage tube and nasogastric tubes, which goes down your nose and sits in your stomach, and we hook up a syringe to the tubing and feed you that way. Because babies, when they're born early, they don't have that ability to suck. Most of them don't want to suck until they're like 35 or 36 weeks. They don't suck enough to take in enough nutrition.
I'm really grateful to all the people who helped with my care, because without them I wouldn't be alive today. Thanks for watching.